What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the official Pull Up Mate channel. As you can see, I've got my Pull Up Mate 2 behind me, ready to begin the 31-day challenge set out to me by the wonderful people at Pull Up Mate, who sent me an email and said, we want you to do another video, but this time on a skill that you can't currently do. I said, ooh, okay, well, what you got in mind? And we settled on the human flag. Not something I can do. I tried it a few times messing about years and years ago, and I was so far away from being able to do it. I just backbenched it from that day, and it's never really come into my mind to practice it. My core strength is non-existent, so it's going to be an interesting one, as I think wrists, shoulders and core are the main three components that make up the flag. So what I'm going to do is put together some drills and progressions. I'm going to share them with you, and then any tips and tricks that I pick up along the way, I'm going to include them, and hopefully you can then replicate this journey. I say journey, we're in lockdown in the UK, so the journey starts and ends in this room. So at the end of the 31 days, hopefully you'll have everything that I did to hopefully unlock the human flag by 2021. Or the end of this video is going to be quite the anticlimax, but I'm gonna practice today. Tomorrow's December 1st. I'm just gonna see where I'm at with the flag, and then I'll be able to put together the routine from there. So let's get it. Okay, so throwing myself into it and just trying it straight out of the bag clearly isn't working. But what I have noticed is you've not only got the vertical bar, which is obviously my end goal to be able to do it on there, but if you put one hand on the vertical bar down here and one up on the pull-up bar, you get more of a staggered grip, which changes the mechanics of the move slightly and makes it a bit easier. So I think what I'm going to do for day 2 is work out some drills that I can do some reps, maybe some holds, possibly start with a side plank down on the floor. I'll work it all out, put a program together, and for the remaining days really drill my way through. So let's kick this off and run through some of the drills and progressions that I thought would be useful for learning the human flag. Starting off nice and simple with the most hellacious form I've ever seen on a side plank. Hold that for 10 to 15 seconds, 2 to 3 sets each side, before moving on to the slightly harder progression with the arm fully extended. Once you've hit those, again, hold it 10 to 15 seconds, 2 to 3 sets per side. You want to drop it back down onto your elbow into that side plank position and just add some reps in there, really get those obliques and the rest of that core firing. Now what I would say, when you're training this, you want to be training both sides of your body equally. If you develop an imbalance in strength or muscle size, you're putting yourself at a greater risk of injury further down the road. You've already got a strong side versus a weak side. You don't want the gap between those two to get bigger. So one thing I can't stress enough for this type of move is train both sides. Next up, we've got the low flag hold, getting a bit of assistance with that 1 foot remaining on the floor, putting the leg raise in there to get the stretch while pulling with the top arm. Now, it's important while doing this one that you keep your shoulders parallel with that vertical bar. You want to make sure that everything is in line with that bar, just like an actual flag would be on a pole. Then I moved on to some half reps, just kicking that leg round, pulling with that top arm, pushing with the bottom arm, really getting used to what the first half of a flag movement feels like. Then moving on to, I think my favourite progression out of these was the staggered grip tuck flag attempt. Now, when you tuck, you change the mechanics of the move. It becomes a lot easier. It's easier to pull with that top arm, and it's easier to push with that bottom arm. And that's pretty much it for the drills and progressions I'll be doing. Watch the rest of the video to find out if they are useful or if they were a complete waste of time. Right, we've got 3 days left in December and I'm still yet to get a proper flag. I can't get it flat, I can get it slightly pointing up, and again it's only on the staggered grip. So one on the flat bar at the top there and one on the vertical bar. 2 hands on the vertical bar. I don't know how people do that. That's just wild. It could definitely maybe come if I had a bit longer, maybe 3 months, but to do in 30 days for me, with 0 core strength, is not happening. So 3 days left to tidy up a staggered grip. I don't even know if that's the correct terminology. I'm new to the flag scene, but we're gonna go with that. Staggered grip, human flag, 3 days to tidy it up. Let's give it a go. one pretty cool byproduct of this human flag practice that I didn't expect at all. Let me show you. Now, I've never been able to get anywhere near holding a front lever. I could rep it for nanoseconds, but the hold always eluded me. So if there's one thing to draw from this human flag training, it's that you might unlock your front lever. Yeah. What is happening, everyone? Welcome to the end of my 31-day human flag challenge. I've already unlocked the front lever, so if worst comes to worst, we can just change the title of this video. But with that said, let me get warmed up. Let's see if I've got this human flag. I'ma take it. And there we have it. The end of the 31-day human flag challenge. I'm not gonna say it's complete because I did only get the staggered grip flag. I couldn't get both hands on the vertical bar. Reason being, when your hand is overhead on the vertical bar, it's really hard to pull at the same time. Whereas on the horizontal bar, flat, it's a lot easier to pull. Obviously you're pushing on the vertical bar, which is fine underneath, but as soon as you change the top hand to a pull on a vertical bar, it's a completely different game. So I'm going to keep drilling it, keep working on it. I don't think I'm that far off, so hopefully a couple of months maybe I will have a perfect human flag with proper form on the vertical bar. Also, I unlocked the front lever while doing these drills and progressions, so I showed you the drills at the start. Try them out for yourself, try the human flag, and then try the front lever. It might just come for you like it did for me. So, all in all, chuffed, mate. Absolutely chuffed. 2 new moves, what-ish. One's almost there. Couldn't be happier. With that said, that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe, all that social media goodness down below in the comment section and that. Get to it, and I'll see you next time.